Hi, I'm Alice Stroppel from Studio 215 in downtown Sebring, Florida, and also on the internet. I wanted to show you today how to turn a Stroppel cane into these cute little earrings. And they have a little jelly roll at the top and a sheet down the side. And I'm going to show you how to achieve that. It's simple and kind of fun. You're going to need a sheet of polymer clay, and this happens to be a Skinner blend sheet, but you don't have to use a Skinner blend. You can just use a plain color if you wanted to, but the reason I like to save my Skinner blends and plugs is this is one of the reasons. I can just cut a piece off and then turn it into a sheet, and to do that you would cover both sides in a number 9 black sheet of clay. See, this is one with half of it covered, and then I'd cover the other half. It'd be like this, and then I'd run it through the pasta machine, and that will get rid of all the wrinkles. And of course with the Stroppel cane it doesn't really matter that much, but I'm going to take it over and run it through the pasta machine, and I'll be right back. Oh, I wanted to mention that I needed a little bit wider, so first I'm going to run it this way, and then I'm going to turn it and run it this way. And I'm going to start on number 1 and then go down for a couple of more, probably to a number 3 or 4. Okay, I've run it through, and I think I ran it a little bit thinner than this one, but that's okay. And I'm not going to bother to trim it up because, after all, this is a Stroppel cane. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off that end a little bit, and I'll roll it into a little jelly roll just right here at the end, just like that. If it's got cracks in it, it doesn't matter. We're going to layer so much black and color on this, it just really won't matter. I have a sign in my studio now at the top that says it really doesn't matter, because with my willy-nilly way of doing canes, it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to save this and use that in my roll-up. We'll just use this one. I was going to use that one because I have all these scraps from that, but we'll just use this one for now. And I have, of course, all of these scraps, you know, from my work and my classes. And to make this Stroppel cane, I'm just going to throw some on here. Let's get some of these and just put them willy-nilly anywhere, but I do try to control the color a little bit. And I am going to put some green in there to match this wasabi. And not too many, not too high. And let's put this one under there. And maybe this color help. Okay. And then I'm going to take another layer of black and just layer that on like that. Okay, now I can build this up more if I want to. I can keep adding layers, but let's see what we have here, if this is enough. And if it's not, like I say, we can do more. But I'm just pushing it down. I'm not rolling it flat because I really like that organic look to it. So look at that, see? And so now I can do this if I want to and squeeze it together more. And that maintains the wobbliness. I know I always come up with wonderful words, wonderful descriptions. So I just keep pushing, and I could fold this over this way if I wanted to. There's no right or wrong, just like that. And I think that's kind of cute. Same for this side. Push it up. Now, if I wanted to, I could put this together and make that one earring. So let's cut a couple off first of this one. And to make the earrings, I just cut straight down, lay that one down, and then cut another one, and lay that one down, and I have a matching pair. Those are pretty cute. And of course, as always, they're totally different than these. These have different colors. Just depends on which on your work surface that day. So then let me push this one down, turn that around like that, and just make this match this one like that. Let's cut this clean on the edge. Okay, what did I do here? Get this. I don't know what I do. Oh, okay, I have to do this. So let me cut the other side. You see? Have to always be thinking. Of course, the colors are different this way, but that's okay. And now I have another set. Okay, now I have another cane that I can make a different set of earrings out of. So let's see what we have. Cut that piece, and then we'll cut this one, and this one. Cool. And then the other side's totally different, so let's try that. Oops, wrong side of the blade doesn't help. Straight down. Cool, simple and effective. You can also take older Stroppel canes that you have, if you don't want to start from scratch. Here's some older ones I have, and this one's pretty big. Must have been a busy day that day. I have a lot of scraps here. So I'm just pushing it this way. I like to leave it like that. I mean, you can roll it flat if you want to do some things with it, but this is the way I like to do it. So I'm just making it so that it's not a giant earring. Just keep on pushing it that way. And then let's see what we have. It's pretty cool. For some reason, there's a lot of black on the bottom there, but that's okay too. Let's cut this side. Ooh, that's nice. That line down it, but it's still too big for a pair of earrings. So we just reduce it down. Smaller. And let's see what side I want to use, because I'm going to use this blue here. And I'm just going to continue to make it a little bit smaller. There. But let me see what I want to use. I'm going to cut it in the middle and see what I have. Ooh, see, that's totally different than that too, but I really kind of like it. And it has a little bit of that blue in there, the peacock from Primo. So then I can just take this piece and do that with it, or I could bring it over. I mean, it's totally up to you how you design this, but I'm going to pinch that a little bit at the top so it kind of comes to a point, and wrap that around just like that. I'll cut this piece off, and, you know, I'm going to save it for something else. And still, if it's too big, still you can reduce it down some more, just like that. Okay, so let's do 2 cuts of this, and I always cut a fresh piece so that it's nice and smooth. And I always like to make one side flat, so when I cut, I've got a little more control. These are kind of fat ones. There's that pair. And then I can reduce it down more to make a smaller pair. because I have a lot of customers that come in, and I sell a lot of earrings, and there's such a wide diversity. Some like long dangly, some like little tiny itty bitties, and so to appease everybody, I kind of like to make different sizes. So this is now a lot smaller than that piece, and still cut a clean one, and then two. So there's, well, not too much smaller, but a little bit. And I could go down further, but I'm going to cut this end and see what I've got over here, because I think it's going to be different. Well, not too much, but still. It's got some purple in it, where this really doesn't. That's the fun of a Stroppel cane for sure. You never know what you're going to get. See, I did exactly what I tell my students not to do. Don't leave your work where you can end up hurting it on your on your board. Okay, there's two more, and those are definitely smaller. So anyway, I could keep on, or I could stop there. Or I could use the rest of this to make a bracelet, or put it back together to make a pendant to go. But anyway, there you have it. Experiment. It's lots of fun. One more thing. Remember that piece that I put aside that covered the other one here? I had a little leftover. It was way too much for me to do this with, so I cut it. Didn't use the whole Skinner blend, but all I did was just roll it up. Let's do the other end like this, and then I ended up with another piece, a little jelly roll that I could add to the top of this cane, and so I made a pair of earrings that are different than the others. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. I can't stand to throw anything away, so that's what I ended up with.